Hey Mark, hey Jennifer, hey Angie. I'm going to do a video update of what's going on here at 151 Arundel Beach with respect to the floors and the plumbing, rather than try to take a bunch of photos and do a written report. I think this will just be a little simpler, and we're in the great age of YouTube, so it makes it easy. Okay, so we really just got started on that this next phase of demo here and cleanup with the basement demo downstairs, but I have a little bit that I figured out. And what I figured out is that there was a smaller main portion of this house, the original building, which does have these nice hardwood floors, and they are in pretty good shape for the most part. And they certainly look better than the carpets that we're fixing to pull up. And so that's true of this living room. That's true of the two bedrooms. As you can see, those floors are in pretty good shape, and in this bedroom, the hardwood floors are there, although they're beat up a little bit more in this bedroom, but still they'll look far better than that carpet. Now, in the hallway, there's mixed news. We do have the hardwood floor, but they glued this carpet down to it. So we'll pull up that carpet, and by the way, we'll just go ahead and, I don't know where we were with the pricing, you know, whether the second floor, main floor carpet pull was part of our trash out bid, but we'll just go ahead and do it, and we won't add anything. We'll just do it as part of this second phase of demolition. That's fine. The question is, how much do we want to do? So here's where things get a little messier. In this hallway, we can certainly pull up the carpet, but that's what we'll get. We definitely have floor that will have to be refinished, and I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to get up this padding crud. Yeah, that looks like that's coming up, but it'll still be ugly. Now, the additions, everything else is an addition. So the hardwood floor ends right at this threshold, going into this kitchen area where you've got the old linoleum. Under that, in this room, you've got plywood, and you've got, in some cases, a couple of layers till you get to the plywood. So if you follow this linoleum floor, I think they may have had linoleum originally into this family room possibly, which they carpeted over. So you have carpet, linoleum, some kind of subflooring, and then the plywood. And you can kind of see that's what's going on when you look at this here. See, there's the padding, there's one layer, there's another layer. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so if we pull up this carpet, it's going to be ugly. If we pull up the linoleum, the same thing, and I'm not sure how much pulling we'll have to do to get where we'd ultimately get, which would just be plywood. So I'm not quite sure what we want to do with this, and I'm happy to pull up the carpets as part of the original charge, but once we start digging underneath that, I think I'd have to give you another bid. So maybe we want to leave the carpets. In this room, not too bad, we can clean it up. I don't know that we'd bother shampooing. Sure, we could give it a quick shampoo. It'd look all right, and it would certainly look no worse than that wallpaper. And in this room, the pink carpet, same deal. It's in decent enough shape. We can bring it back so it would look all right. It's still stained carpet, and it's ugly, but better than that mess of plywood that's underneath. And there you can see the plywood. And certainly no worse than the paneling and wallpaper and the borders in this room. And then in this little enclosed porch, or whatever we want to call it, in the back, then it does get a little problematic because this carpet is in rough shape. So no matter what we do to this, it's still going to be pretty stained and worn. But still, even if we just shampooed it, it might be better than the plywood underneath. So, but that looks like it's glued. Yeah, so I think we'd be getting ourselves in